Good morning, everyone. My name is Manas Mishra. I am one of the regional managers at Yanoja Cloud Solution, formerly known as eZee. eZee Technosis is one of the leading hospitality technology companies with over 40,000 active properties. I manage Indonesia, Philippines, and Sri Lanka for this company. I can also see that we have people joining in from Malaysia, from Thailand, and from Singapore. I can just assure you that we have a very strong footprints in all these markets. And joining me in the conversation is Payu from Stripe. So she is Partner Development Manager. I'll just let Payu introduce herself and then we will take the conversation ahead. Over to you, Payu.
Thank you so much, Manas. Hello, everyone. Very nice to meet you here. My name is Payu. I'm based in Singapore. I'm the Regional Partner Manager for Stripe, and I work closely with eZee Technosis Manas as well as his wider team. So thank you so much for joining the webinar today and looking forward to get started.
Great, great. Thank you, Payu, for the wonderful introduction. And we move ahead. So I just wanted to let you know about Yanoja Cloud Solution. Yanoja's cloud solution is one of the very few companies in the market which provides integrated solution. So we power mid-sized to small hotels. So with the latest cutting edge technology, with whatever is in trend, we give you the best of it. And it is backed by Yanoja Cloud. Yanoja Cloud is a travel tech unicorn of South Korea, which puts a lot of emphasis on research and development. So we give you the best, whatever is best in the market, we provide you that. And one of the other better things that we do is that we empower all types of property sizes worldwide. We have properties starting from 5 room, and we also have some of the properties which are over 200, 250 rooms that we are currently managing. So one of the clear advantages that that our company has, that we provide 24/7 support along with 100% implementation. So we have dedicated account managers who take up onboarding. And at the same time, we also provide unlimited number of free product trainings. Okay. So now moving ahead, let's think as a perspective of a hotelier. What does, as a hotel, what are we focused at? So first thing as a hotel that we want to focus is to impart best guest experience. We want the guest to have the best of experience when he comes to the hotel. Similarly, we want to make sure that we are streamlining all the daily operations, whether it is a front office, back office, your housekeeping department, your accounts department. We want everyone to function in a streamlined way. And this, at the same time, we also want to make sure that we minimize the operational expenses that we are incurring on a daily basis. So let's move ahead and see that, but what's stopping us from doing all of this? So a few things that I have mentioned right here. So one of the things is daily emerging competition. So a daily emerging competition can be a competition with a hotel which is selling at a lower price, or it could be a competition with a hotel which has better reviews online. So we provide you solution for handling all these situations really well. Apart from that, post-COVID, we have experienced that the operational expenses have risen a lot. Okay. So there are also changing trends and guest expectations every time. Guests would like to have a certain expectation and want, all the expectations to be met all the time. But we need to understand that what is the role of technology in making sure that we are meeting all these requirements that I showed in the last slide. So we need, an operation which is completely automated. Automated, the first thing and the really important thing is that there are different departments who are working in the hotel. We want every department to work, in sync with each other and in making sure that every data is completely available with them. So once they have everything automated, the functions are really smooth for everyone. What this does, this imparts a very good experience to your guest. Once the guest has a better experience, this increases the efficiency of your hotel, and they would certainly want, the guest would want to come again and again. And with this increasing efficiency, the hotel business increases. And ultimately, all this leads to making sure that you are saving a lot of cost involved in the running of a hotel. Okay, so perfect. Now, let's see what kind of technology we should all invest in. This is one thing which always comes up. We always get a lot of question that if we want to invest in a technology, what is something that we should all invest in? So the first and the most important thing is a modern technology. We would certainly want everyone to invest in a modern technology. We want you to choose a technology which is completely in trend with the coming days, whatever is in trend. It should have all those capabilities. And at the same time, with being modern, it should also be completely secure. So we know there are a lot of confidential information related to your payments and everything, which is passed to the PMS. And we would certainly want all that information that we have to be really secure. And there should be no theft or no wrongdoing in that. So for that, we have a very secure technology. So this as a company is PCI DSS certified. So which enables that all the payments and everything that you have is completely secure. At the same time, we also have the technology which should completely be reliable. So what is reliable? Reliable is something that I need a certain data at any point in time. At exact same time, it should be able to deliver me that data. So if I'm able to get certain data related to that, what were the checkouts that happened today, if I'm able to get all those data and I'm able to compile that really easily, that gives me a good advantage of having all the data with me in hand. Also, at the same time, the last and the most important thing out of it is the, the technology that you use. It should completely be innovative. Innovative as in it should have all the innovation. These days, we talk a lot about AI ML. So if we are able to implement a certain features of AI ML into it and simplify the daily operation, this is something which is going to make a huge difference. So moving ahead with the presentation, we have one-stop solution for all of this. We offer best in terms of technology, we offer best in terms of service, and we offer best in terms of price. So it is easily affordable and adaptable from everyone. So we have eZee Absolute. This is one of the cloud PMS companies which manages all your backend operations very efficiently. So this is just one tool, and it is supported by a world-class channel manager, eZee Centrics. Very recently, we got preferred partners from Expedia, and in last week, we got preferred partner hotel software from Airbnb Group. This only establishes the fact that we are top-notch in terms of connection. And also, we are able to push a lot of information through the channel manager only. Okay. So with the PMS and the channel manager, it is linked to a booking engine. A booking engine is a platform which lets you expose your inventory on your website, on your different social media platforms like on Facebook or on Instagram if you want to get bookings, direct bookings from there. So one of the clear advantages of a booking engine is that it basically helps you in evading the commission that you are giving to different OTAs at any point in time. So this is just one thing, and it is also connected to your entire restaurant operation. eZee Optimus is one of the softwares which connects to the restaurant software. And with the restaurant software, it lets you manage all the operations related to the restaurant, whether some of the guest is going for a dine-in or some of the guest wants the bill to be pushed to the PMS, or you want to calculate the cost of the food. So it covers everything inside. So we also support you with a website builder apart from that, which is eZee Panorama, which gives you a platform where you can select from multiple choice websites. So this gives you a website for your hotels and as well for your restaurants. Last but not the least, we have just one product which is really important. This is a revenue management tool, eZee Mint. This lets you optimize your revenue. It does various functionalities related to your rates, related to your inventory, and lets you manage the entire operation and lets you make sure that you are increasing the revenues of your hotel. So what we will have a lot of companies offering these features. But one of the things which clearly makes us stand out is that everything that I've spoken about right now, this is completely in sync with each other. So the PMS is completely in sync with the channel manager, making sure that all the inventory is flowing correctly. It is in sync with your booking engine, all the data flowing in. And then with restaurant operations, then we have the website builder and the revenue management ultimately. Moving on to the next one, we have that how do we stand apart? The first part is what I spoke about already. that we provide end-to-end integrated solution. So this is completely in sync with whatever features we have. It is all in sync and gives you one single platform where you are able to manage everything very efficiently with all the data in hand. Okay. Moving ahead, we have a local presence in about 160, 170 plus countries, which is about, we offer 24/7 support, which is one of the very few companies who provide 24/7 support to all their clients out there. So this is something which is very important. And also with about 16 plus years into research and development, we have been into a lot of markets. We have interacted with a lot of clients. We have constantly taken feedback from all of them. And it is where we are improving the product every day. So every week or every month, we have new features releasing. Apart from that, we are backed up by industry leaders like Booking.com, Agoda, Expedia, Airbnb, through which we recently received the preferred partner, Trip Connect, and Google Hotel Ads. So before I move ahead, I also wanted to take you to the most important part. This is eZee Pay. We are here for the discussion of eZee Pay, of how does eZee Pay work and what is exactly eZee Pay. So eZee Pay is an integrated payment solution that we are providing along with Stripe. So I will short out a small example. This will make things like a little clearer for everyone. So for example, we have a hotel in Thailand, and they have received a pay at hotel booking for 3 days after. 3 days after, the guest comes in and he checks in. Since all the information regarding the payments and everything has already been passed through by the guest, and he has been entered in the in the OTA platform through which the booking came in, all that bookings are fetched by the eZee Pay platform, and it comes to our platform. And for example, if he comes and uses the restaurant, he wants to go for a day tour, he uses different facilities in a period of like 2, 3 days in which he stays. So all of that information is immediately pushed to the PMS, and at end, the guest gets a very seamless settlement where all the payments information is already there in place. All the facilities that he is using at the hotel, all of that settlement and everything is done very efficiently. And there are a few features that I wanted to speak about, which is very important. So we offer multiple payment options for the payment. So you can have multiple. So when we talk of Thailand, I think PayU will be able to let us know more about that. But a few features like, we have Apple Pay, we have Samsung Pay, we have Prompt Pay, which is applicable in Thailand at the moment. So we offer at the moment multiple options. So we provide a lot of insights, business insights as well. So if we want the settlement of payment and everything, if we want to know that how's the settlement and everything working, so we have reports inside the PMS which will give you the entire data. So it is completely high and secure. Like I suggested, this is a company which is PCI DSS accredited. And at the same time, all the data that you have is completely secure. We offer automated payments, which I spoke about, that if a payment comes in, that is the same payment. If a guest wants to use the same payment method, he can use it for multiple, sources. So this is completely error-free settlements because there is no manual intervention. All the details are already mentioned, and the settlement and everything takes place, completely automatically. There's no manual intervention. So no chances of any manual error here. So the credit card validation and everything also could be done if the credit card is a valid card. The integration is completely, seamless. We have endless integration with your PMS, with the channel manager, with the restaurant software, with your booking engine, everything combined. It makes the payments completely simplified. And at the same time, it also ensures it saves a lot of time for everyone, without getting into hassle of entering the payments manually. So this is how we stand out. We will quickly move ahead. And before we move ahead, I just had one last question for you before we move ahead. So do we want to manage the operations and payment processing in an easy way? So I will hand it, from here, I'll hand it over to PayU to take over. And let's hear some insights from PayU.
Thank you
Over
very
to you.
much,
Yeah,
Manas.
yeah.
Thank you. So I noticed that a couple of people joined some minutes later. So just to quickly introduce myself again, my name is Peiyu. I'm the partner manager at Stripe covering Southeast Asia, Greater China, and India. And I work closely with Yanoja Cloud team, including Manas over here. So thank you, Manas, again for the wonderful presentation. I'll be bringing the audience here. I know that everyone is from the hospitality industry. I'll be sharing with you overview of the trends we see in the hospitality industry and how Stripe has been working closely with hotels, hospitality industry to help them address their business challenge. So without further ado, next slide, please. For those who may not be very familiar with Stripe yet, Stripe was founded in 2010 by an Irish brother with the name of Patrick and John Collinson. So when they founded Stripe, they had the mission of increasing the GDP of the internet. And they also had this vision. They want to build a set of tools for starting and running an internet business. And you can see from here, Stripe started by building, so let's start from the most bottom layer, which is payments, and what is very, very relevant for everyone here. So Stripe started by building easy integratable payments infrastructure for processing and also supporting the most in-demand payment methods, which includes credit card, local payment method, as well as clear integration with buy now, pay later. After launching our platform and marketplace products with Connect, Stripe also expanded our product development to tackle global money movement and to make it as simple as possible for all platforms to accept, move, and pay out money. As we also grow as a company, we added a host and a series of financial services products, which includes revenue operations, capital, treasury, issuing, billing, and invoicing. We also include operation products such as tax management, identity management, reporting, and analytics. So you can see as Stripe has grown, so has our company velocity. And this is all aiming to make sure that your business can run as smoothly as possible and your clients can have a seamless experience. And we make sure that we are supporting the needs of the platforms. So maybe next slide, please. I wanted to show some of the logos that we have in the hospitality industry that's actually powered by Stripe. So you can see we have eZee over here. We have Booking.com, we have Marriott. So when it comes to finding a solution for the challenges that business such as yourself face, these are the world's leading brands that are actually powered by Stripe. And many of these businesses actually started out as a small startup, and Stripe actually helped them grow to the stage they are today. And whilst we are working closely with these travel brands, there are three things that we keep in mind, and we will talk a little bit later on some of the use cases within this specific industry. So number one, we aim to reduce guest friction and also drive customer acquisition for you. How can we do that? We are offered best-in-class online checkout with more than 50 payment methods, like Manas mentioned earlier. We also offer omni-channel payments, which I know that Yanoja Cloud is also working on, which is offering hotel a unified payment experience across mobile, web, and also in payments, in person. Another thing that Stripe is aiming to do to work closely with these travel brands is help them to save time and increase efficiency, which is super important for all businesses out there. So we help to tailor merchant onboarding. We apply rigorous KYC, AML protections, as well as ID verification, fraud detection, and match list check. Stripe also help businesses to stay compliant. We take on the compliance for you and adapt the standards as outdated. Also, most importantly, we ensure that you can accept payments and do not have to worry about it. Stripe user-friendly API will allow our clients to actually deploy new feature and add support for new payment methods quickly without actually having to go back to the drawing board. And also earlier I mentioned about how Stripe has grown with the company. We help our clients grow revenue and also create new revenue stream. We allow clients to actually expand globally and have acquiring in 45 countries and more than 130 currencies. So we actually allowed a lot of clients that we work with, provide them options for monetizing payments. and enable our clients to capture more revenue per transaction and charge for other value-added service like instant payout, offline terminal, as well as subscription and billing. And over to the next slide, I want to talk a little bit about trends, trends and when is ever a good time for travel disruption. Since COVID a few years ago, travel has rebounded. We are seeing there is robust demand and guests are actually seeking for unique experience. They're looking for early ticket sales, first access, as well as exclusive VIP experiences. Also, digital customer experience is now a baseline. People are expecting, very personalized, secure checkout, faster checkout, as well as a personalized experience when they are on your app or when you're on your website. And also, we noticed that innovation is driving new revenue and also increasing customer loyalties. It is absolutely crucial to therefore build a single view of all customers across platforms and destinations, and then subsequently reward the guest's loyalty. And most importantly, we noticed that some of the trends, era-defining trends are people are focusing on productivity, sustainability, and also leveraging better technology to streamline visitor experience. And by doing that, actually free up time and resources of their staff. And next slide, please. And I think what Stripe solves, so a lot of us, we come to PMS, we come to a hotel, we check out, we don't really notice some of the friction that's happening in the way of growth. So at times, money movement can involve friction, and this friction actually will hinder your revenue growth. Payment methods and financial systems at our times can be globally fragmented, and most business manage money across numerous software providers. They manage across multiple financial partners. We have clients, we have customers that tell us that they have multiple hardwares to accept payments. And they're just liaising with so many different parties at one time. This can actually lead to potentially regulatory pitfall and nothing to do as for money to happen as quickly as possible. So these are the problems that Stripe was created specifically to solve. As I mentioned earlier, our founder's mission was to increase the GDP of the internet. So we are actually doing that by reducing the friction that is inherent to digital commerce. Friction that actually stands between your idea and actual execution, between your customers and a successful purchase. Less friction ultimately means more commerce and more sales, more revenue. So we started with simple online payments. Simple online, that's what we started as our first bread and butter, but we didn't just stop there. Our close partnerships with our partners and clients enable that our mission has stayed constant, and Stripe, together with our partners and users such as yourself, have indeed evolved over time. And I just want to share a little bit about why is Stripe, Stripe is well known. What is some of the differentiator for Stripe, for example? And may I trouble you to move to the next slide, please? So companies that use Stripe, they actually share that they're able to go to market faster. They are able to showcase actually very high developer efficiency. So for those here that are familiar with Stripe, Stripe is very well known for intuitive and well-documented payments API. Our documentation online is super complete, easily accessible, and you can actually go online and see which countries you are at. I know that a lot of audience here is probably from Thailand, from Malaysia. So you can go online and see what payment method is supported in this country. What are the resources that you need to get deployed on Stripe? And every market, we have very complete documentation that we are live in, and we are striving to continuously improve it over time. That's why over the years, Stripe has actually created an array of pre-built payments UIs. So you don't actually have to build and optimize your checkout experience entirely on your own. We have optimized and built the checkout experience on behalf of you. These even include no-code options so that you can create a hosted payment form or online invoices in just a few clicks. And even if you want to order offline terminal to accept in-person payment, head to your Stripe dashboard and you are able to order it from the dashboard in a couple of clicks. So no other provider offers such powerful and easy to use API, as well as such a broad array of implementation options. So this matters so much because you not only get back time from your engineering team, but you are also able to go to market faster for every market that Stripe supports. And maybe to the next slide, please. So earlier we talked about our powerful API, which includes best-in-class documentation. We talk about our extensive client libraries, and we also have simplified testing via dashboard, allowing you to test our functions on the spot, and also informative error handling. So a lot of hospitality industry have actually reported to us, especially if you're a hotel with presence like globally. Stripe actually got us into a lot of different countries quickly, and also help to lower the barrier of entry. And with that, I wanted to just to cover a little bit, which Manas have also touched briefly on payments challenges in the industry, right? We noticed that payments acceptance across channels means a lot for clients for guests who are looking for the right options. Although 51% of guests want mobile payment options at hotels, only 28% of hotels offer mobile payment. And guests actually wants to pay with their preferred payment method, whether it's buy now, pay later, whether it's a local payment method. I'm sure as guests ourselves, we have all checked into hotels, we have all booked hotels online. Most of us, if not all, would have a preferred payment method. And payment acceptance across channels, it is also super important because we actually offer a unified experience where our customers can pay online on a property during, before stay as well. And also we offer contactless payments as an option. We noticed that one of the other challenges in this industry is fraud, security, and compliance of critical importance. So we noticed that about roughly 1/3 of credit card fraud cases originate in the hotel industry. Many hotels are still paper-based, and they're accepting credit card forms via email, via fax. You have to send it across in a very manual approach. Complying with PCI DSS, GDPR, and SCA globally is overwhelming, and it can get very, very costly for the hotels. So we also notice some of the challenge includes increasing complex cross-border and multi-currency settlements. So guests may arrive near and far from different countries around the world, and hoteliers, you need to have the processes and tools in place to accept presentment currency, convert, and then do the payout in the settlement currency. So earlier I mentioned about, a multiple array of systems, and this could lead to a lack of agility as well as poor customer experience. Many hospitality providers, they actually use an array of tools, and these tools don't communicate to each other. They might be using multiple software, multiple tools that aim to accept payments, but what happens is selecting a payment provider at a property level can create inconsistent guest experience and also lack of chain-wide visibility. So hotels also cannot act with agility when they need to adjust pricing, when they need to create a promotion, or they even need to spin up a new revenue stream due to limitation of their tech stack. And last but not least, operational inefficiency with back-end processes. Stripe helps with complex reconciliation process across different vendors that requires manual matching of payments. So Stripe is actually addressing some of the operation challenges that many hoteliers and across other businesses are facing at the moment, including difficult dispute resolution as an example. And as we talk about the next slide, please. Increased revenue. So payment experience is essentially customer experience. We see that payment experience as customer experience, it is about making payments personal and effortless. This is how we can attract and retain customers and also to grow our revenue together. So we have engineered our payment products to include optimization across not just the checkout journey, but the entire customer's journey, from streamlining your checkout flow to actually retrying failed subscription payments. We also reach global markets, so we support over 40 countries, more than 135 currencies, and you can see the number of payment methods accessible right here, which is more than 100. And also increasing conversion. We have dynamic payment method surfacing in just one of more than 100 features, and optimizations built into a single Stripe UI component. each of which is actually super time consuming if the team is aiming to build this from scratch. And increasing conversion includes everything from real-time cart validation to accelerate checkout with link, one-click checkout option, and together all these features actually will increase your basket size or average order value, decrease the chance of cart abandonment, and reduce the friction between your customer and what could be a successful purchase. And also the final thing that we noticed is improved performance. Like I mentioned, Stripe has built-in fraud prevention. We also has enterprise acquiring features as well as authorization optimization. This is really to ensure we capture, the most information to allow transaction to happen in the shortest time as possible. And many have observed significant revenue uplift with Stripe payment elements. And over to the next slide, please. Ideally, how payment tech helps hotel. We are really aiming to offer a consistent global experience, grow direct booking, and also meet the customers wherever they are in the world with a consistent brand platform, payment optionality, the ability to make a choice, and a localized checkout experience that drives conversion. So we're aiming to make payments as seamless as invisible as possible. We support Apple Pay, Google Pay, depending on the countries they're located in, of course, and PromptPay for Thailand, for example, and as well as local currency on a centralized platform. And we also help hotels to innovate with new revenue opportunities. Hotels can look into expand to new business models like subscription, loyalty membership, and also other embedded financial services by offering payments as a service, monetize money movement, and leading to creating additional revenue streams for the hotels. And ultimately, we also work to drive operational efficiencies to reduce costs. So build yourself as hotels a connected ecosystem so you can simplify your payment stack and easily launch new payment methods globally and get centralized data to gain better insights into your business without adding additional engineering investments. And next, I'm just talking about a few use cases that we have among some of the brands in the hospitality and travel industry. So if you could go to the next slide, please. Here, I'm just sharing some of the names that I'm sure everyone here is familiar with: Uber, Airbnb, Marriott International. So they are actually leveraging Stripe different products such as Payment Link, Stripe Connect, our marketplace solution, to offload a lot of complex money movement as well as back-end tasks to Stripe, just so that they can deliver a more consistent experience across franchises. Marriott, for example, they are now offering their guests greater payment flexibility. They can capture all on-site guest spend, and also they have significantly benefit from simplified money movement as well as revenue share with Stripe. And maybe to the next slide. Coming to the end of my presentation, just wanted to share a little bit more in terms of like the use case we covered, how Stripe is actually helping more hospitality and hotels use case with conversion optimization. And also most importantly, how to help customers to actually simplify compliance and expand and grow globally in a short time. You can see for an example here, hotels improve conversion rate by Stripe because they empower their customers to pay how they want with localized checkout experience and giving the customers the option to pay. It creates a very frictionless checkout experience for customers, offer a localized checkout experience with all the supported currencies that we offer, which is more than 100 currencies. And for hotels that want to test go-to-market with new payment methods such as Apple Pay, Google Pay, Buy Now, Pay Later in one platform, it is possible. And they can also improve authorization rates and reduce fraud, which is detrimental for the business. And in terms of expanding globally and simplifying compliance, hotels can also now easily expand into new markets with Stripe global coverage and global payments treasury network. And this actually allowed Stripe to take on the management of complexity of compliance and to give time back to the engineering team. Hotels have reported they have launched very quickly in new markets. They have reduced actually technical debt, technical complexity, and are able to manage all their payment needs in one platform. And also, launching in a new country, regulatory and compliance requirement is complex, and these require additional overhead and investments in engineering as well as in the regulatory team. So Stripe has actually taken on this responsibility for you and allowed you to simplify all these varying regulatory and compliance requirements when setting up in a new country. And one of the things I think a lot of clients of us have actually feedback to us, next slide, please, the importance of having a reliable platform, right? We know nothing else that we build really matters unless we can share reliability. What is a reliability platform? And it's not just because the revenue that you will lose in case of an outage, but because of the trust and return business that you may lose afterwards as an aftermath or results of this. So we target 5-9 reliabilities on an ongoing basis. So that is no more than 26 seconds of downtime per month. And how we do this is we are making reliability a core responsibility for each and the thousands of engineers at Stripe. So some of the case you can see that we are processing 1 trillion annually, 5 million plus API requests per day. And for example, last year on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, we processed more than 18.6 billion and handled more than 27,000 API requests per second and exceeded 5 nines of uptime throughput. So we are confident in our reliability that we are publishing a rolling 90-day view of our uptime, and we are the only payment service provider that actually share our uptime online for your reference. And yeah, so next slide, please. Here you can also see different segment leaders within the travel and hospitality space. They are leveraging Stripe solution to handle their complex challenges. So just to use an example here, you can see Anna Pocket actually allowed their users to earn points and miles based on the distance of their daily movements, and they can actually then use that to redeem ANA flights and as well as travel products. So you can also see, let's look at dining over here, dining in some of your hotels, restaurants. Dines actually choose to implement Stripe Terminal, and thanks to the very straightforward and fast implementation process, they were able to offer their users a unified hospitality management experience in less than 2 weeks of setup time. And with that, I think I'm at the end of my presentation. I will pass it over now to Manas and continue his interesting polling questions that's coming up. Thank you so much for your participant today, and we'll leave more Q&A to the end of the session. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful session. I think this gave us a lot of insight inside the payment industry and how is Stripe working effectively in managing everything really well. So thank you for that. So yeah, to some of our clients who are effectively using Stripe, and these are some of the clients from the APAC region who are using Stripe and eZee effectively. So apart from our clients, I also wanted to take you through some of the important prominent industry recognitions that we have received. I just wanted to talk about two that we have received recently. So last week we received elite partnership from the Expedia Group. So Expedia Group has given us a preferred partnership tag. This not only enables us to establish a really strong connection and also establish the fact as a channel manager, we are doing really well. So the connectivity is really strong. And at the same time, it also provides us to the API to push a lot of other information. So it can be some kind of a promotion, it can be some kind of a content that you could push. And a few days back, we also received a preferred software partner from Airbnb. So this is something that we have been receiving, back to back every year. This is, this has been really strong in establishing the fact that the channel manager is really, really good, and the services are really, really top notch. So like I suggested earlier, we are PCI DSS certified company. So the data and everything, the information that they spoke about, that there are a lot of frauds happening in credit card industry. So you could completely be assured that we are keeping this under very much control. And this PCI DSS certified assures the fact that we are completely compliant with the industry rules, and we are not facing any issues related to fraudulent activities on the credit card. and the payments that you submitted. So, all right, so we are done here. This was quick. So I just wanted everyone, so we have this section where we can put up some question if we have any questions. So me and Payu can answer those questions for you. So we will wait for the questions right here. And I'll just read out the question. So Rohan has this question, which hotels in Thailand are using eZee and Stripe at the moment? So Rohan, at the moment, like I showed you in the last slide, there are a few clients at the moment. We have close to about 20 clients who are using Stripe. And so these are some of the clients that are using, this is completely in APAC, not only in Thailand, Rohan. So these are some of the clients that are using us. Okay, let's get to the next question. So do this payment accept VCN card from the OTAs? So I think Payu, you should be able to answer this one. Does
I'm
this,
not sure what is some
oh,
VCN card from OTAs.
if it
Can
is,
can you share a bit what is like with VCN cards from OTA? Maybe we can check on this and come back to you.
is it a virtual credit card? Yeah. So if it is a virtual credit card, VCN is something that I did not understand. But if it is a virtual credit card, I think Payu, you can also support this. I think we are able to process the virtual credit card.
Yeah, it is possible if the integration is done properly, which we can also, look into that. But yes, it is possible to accept the
Oh,
virtual credit cards or VCN.
yeah, VCN. So anything you wanted to add in this, Payu?
Um, I think the answer is it's possible to accept VCN.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So Rohan, regarding your question, do you have customer success stories in one of these hotels in APAC? I shall be able to get
Mm.
back to you on this. But at
Mm.
the moment, these are some of the hotels who are using Stripe and eZee at the moment. So with success stories, I think I should be able to get back to you if we have certain success stories.
Mm.
So we have another question which says, is Stripe a payment gateway, right?
Yes, that's correct.
That's right. Stripe is a payment gateway.
And also, Manas, I think a few people were asking about, Yanoja plus Stripe, sort of the relationship we had. And so like Yanoja provides a PMS solution and eZee Pay is partnering with Stripe on the payments part. So that's a partnership that we have at the moment.
That's right. That's right. So this is something that we are also, establishing this fact that is there a special fee to apply through eZee 3.65%?
So
So,
earlier this question was asked as well. Maybe I can take this, Manas, because I posted the pricing in it. So
mhm,
typically, with the kind of partnerships we have, the hotels will go on list price, which is the price that I share with you for Thailand, assuming that you are based in Thailand, Plaifa. So this is the Thailand rates. However, if you have any requests for potentially any sort of off list price discount request, or you are using just PMS and you wanted to layers with Stripe, you can always let Manas and his team know. We do provide discount when we see some substantial volume, like some sort of volume with the hotels. And it's also the reason why we're not sharing kind of the customized price here is because different countries, different processing volume, and also different, for example, average order value, we do give different pricing. But if you have any questions on commercials, you can always reach out to Manas or myself.
so when we also talk a little bit about commercials, so we will have our sales team, people who are interested. So we will have our sales team reach out to them with the exact commercials and all the details. So we at the moment also will, like, the transaction and every detail is something which is at the moment also handled by Stripe only. So we do not have a lot of say on the transaction percentage. But what is the charge related to eZee Pay? So we can get back to you with more clarity on the charges that we have for eZee Pay.
Sure. And the next question for Kun Tirana is, does it cover all types of credit cards? So for Thailand right now, we support Visa and MasterCard. and not Amex. And also Google and Apple Pay for Thailand.
Mhm.
And we have one question from anonymous attendee. Do we have support in Thai staff for Stripe payment? So the answer is yes. We have Thai speaking staff. We have people based in our Thailand office. And I believe Manas also has team based in Thailand office. Bivin is not here, I don't think. But
Yeah.
we would have both of our teams have Thailand based teams and also Thai speaker for just a question, Manas, if they are interested to talk to me or you, would they would they be able to reach us after this session? Are you sending out a
Yeah.
follow-up questionnaire after?
So we are reaching out to them right after the call. We will have all the information and we will have people reaching out to them if they are interested. They can
Okay.
show the interest and we can let them know the process from there of how is it taken forward.
Mm. Okay, sure. So for anonymous attendee, we can send it out after that. So you can feel free to reach out to us.
And like Pei suggested, we have a very strong team in Thailand. So the local team in Thailand should be able to assist you with all
Mm.
the requirements locally. All right. So we have another question from Gangan right here. So if a guest causes a damage, would oh, and we would like to charge the guest security deposit. Can you explain?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you can see the link. Gangan, I have already pinged a link across to you as well, and I will just also ping it here in the chat. So definitely we can, we will be able to handle that. And I've just posted a link here as well on how to place a hold on a payment method in case the scenario that you described happen.
And our local team also will be able to take you through the extra charge section if you want to charge something, extra, which the
Mm.
guest has done a certain damage. All of that, I think the local team will be able to guide you on that, Ganga. Okay. So Rohan, thank you very much. Rohan has a comment. It says Stripe Thai staffs are very amazing, very helpful. I know them personally. Thank you for the compliment, Rohan. I think PU, this is for you. The staffs are really good.
Yeah, Rohan has known us for a long time, so he's very
Okay.
supportive of Stripe. Thanks for that, Rohan.
That's so kind of you. Yeah. So guys, do we have any further questions?
Mm.
We'll wait for a few more minutes.
Oh, I think I see one question. I don't know if we have addressed it already on WeChat payments in Stripe. So we offer WeChat payment, the customer's location for Chinese consumers, overseas Chinese travelers. We do have WeChat payments as an option in Stripe. Maybe after this, the Yanoja team, they will send out a follow-up survey, a poll, and some questionnaire as a follow-up. So, feel free to catch up with us again if you have any questions, and reach out to us. So I just wanted to reiterate that usually, how it works, I mean, at least commercially for Stripe, is they will be onboarded via a sign-up link
Mhm.
from Yanoja Cloud, and then usually the hotels will go on list price. But typically, if you have you have a projected a bigger volume for the year, you're really hoping to get maybe a volume discount of sort, you can reach out for me on a separate discussion, and I will then introduce you to our sales team based in Southeast Asia, Malaysia or Thailand or whichever region.
Okay. So we have, let me see if we have some another question right here. So I don't see WeChat payment in the account in Thailand.
Thailand, it's not available.
Okay, so it's not available in Thailand.
Mm.
All right. So what's your credit card? This is all done. Any further question, guys? So please tell us your advantages over the other companies that have cheaper commissions, or you have special commissions for those who use easy systems? Certainly. So, Thirani, I will answer this in the first part, and I'll also let Payu answer the second part of this one. So, yeah, you certainly have advantages. Like I said, one of the clear advantages over other companies is that this is a fully integrated system. So, if someone enters the payment information, it automatically comes to the PMS and it is linked to your booking engine and the channel manager at the same time. It is also linked to your, to your restaurant system. if someone is using the restaurant, if someone is using any additional facility, and you want to use the same card for that, this is something where you get a clear advantage of seamless payment. The guest will have to not, provide you the payments again and again. So you will have the, payment saved in the system once, and the same system can be used over and over again. Also talking about the special commissions and the pricing. So like I suggested earlier, the transactions and everything is completely dependent on Stripe. But
Mm.
certainly when we talk of commercials related to easy pay, we have some of really special commercials for all the attendees right here. So we are also running an offer, so which we will be able to clear to you once we reach out to you. So Payu, maybe you can also address this. So do you have any cheaper connections than other?
Um,
Yeah.
So obviously with our partner, such as Yanoja Cloud, we will obviously try to provide the best rates we can so that you will be able to happily onboard their PMS and enjoy the best rates. But again, it very much depending on the processing volume that you have, because otherwise, Stripe is also typically very self-serve, list price type of payment offerings. But definitely for commercials, you can reach out to me and we can definitely discuss. Thank you very much again, everyone.
I think thank you so much, everyone. This was
Your
really
time.
insightful, and I think all the conversations that we had here, this made sense, and this will give you a deeper insight on how to handle the payments and what are
Mm.
the clear advantages of having easy pay and Stripe as the payment solution for your company.
Mm.
So I once again thank everyone, and I think we are all good here for you. All right. Thank
So
you then.
much. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye bye. Thank you.
A good day, everyone. Bye bye.